Genetic mutations are often the root cause of cancer. But it's neither accurate nor incredibly informative to simply say that genetic mutations cause cancer. The DNA in our cells picks up a handful of mutations every time our cells divide, and almost none of those mutations will contribute to cancer. So which mutations matter? Well, in this video, we'll identify just a handful of the many genes that are linked with cancer occurrence. All right, there are dozens of types of cancer. Here, we're focusing on breast cancer. Breast cancer is actually quite common. 1 in 8 cisgender women and somewhere in the neighborhood of 1 in 20 transgender women are diagnosed with breast cancer at some point in their lifetime. Rates are much lower for both cisgender men and for transgender men, along with non-binary folks. Let's clear something up before we start. There's no such thing as a cancer gene. Instead, there are certain variants or certain alleles of certain genes that might play a role in cancer's forming. Now, why would someone possess one of these variant alleles? Well, sometimes they're inherited from a parent. Other times there's a mutation that could occur during DNA replication in one of your cells that either speeds up the rate of mitosis occurring or slows down the rate of apoptosis. The two main categories of genes that we'll talk about here are called Proto-oncogenes and Tumor Suppressor Genes. Let's start with Proto-oncogenes. Proto means earliest. Onco comes from a Greek word that means bulk or mass. A proto-oncogene is therefore the earliest form of a gene that could mutate into an allele whose protein product could play a role in a cancer forming. When one of these proto-oncogenes has a genetic mutation, it could turn into an oncogene, or an allele whose protein product results in an increased rate of mitosis, which could lead to a cancerous tumor. Oncogenes are also called throttles because their protein products act like an accelerator pedal that would speed up cell division. On the flip side of this are tumor suppressor genes. If oncogenes are thought of as throttles that speed up cell division, then these tumor suppressor genes can be thought of as the brakes. The proteins that these genes produce can help repair the damaged DNA of a proto-oncogene. Alternatively, the proteins of these genes can even trigger the process of apoptosis, where a cell will self-destruct when damaged DNA with potentially dangerous mutations is detected. When a mutation occurs in one of these genes, there's a chance that the associated protein loses the ability to keep potentially dangerous mutations in check. Now that you have a basic understanding of proto-oncogenes and tumor suppressor genes, you can check out the next videos in this series that will explore the genetics of the HER2 gene, the TP53 gene, and the BRCA genes. That's all for now. I'll see you next time.